Hi friends! Today we will draw an erupting volcano. Please give this video a like in advance. It helps my channel get more views. So, let's get started with this simple drawing. We'll begin with the base of our volcano. Place it somewhere in the middle of the bottom of the paper. I'll also start creating the landscape here. We'll have a forest that we'll finish up later. Now, let's draw the volcano. The top will be somewhere around here. I suggest drawing the crater right away and then extend the mountain outwards from there. Add some texture to the mountain. A volcano's texture can be created in many ways. You can add details like rocks or boulders. Here we'll draw the lava flowing down. Make a wavy line for the lava, moving right and left. Then draw a second line and add some more lines for extra detail. Let's add a boulder for the lava to flow around. And add some lava on top. Now let's work on the eruption. We'll draw it like a mushroom cloud from an explosion, with clouds rising from the eruption, streams of lava, fire, rocks. Then draw a large cloud with some details to make it look more dynamic. Draw smaller clouds around the main one, to the right and left, and add some even smaller ones near the eruption. Now the landscape. Draw the horizon on the right and left, not with a simple line, but like I'm showing you. Then add little curves, making bushes and trees. Now let's get to the fun part, coloring. Start with the volcano. Use a light sand color for the base. Always begin coloring with light colors. It doesn't matter what you draw with, markers or pencils. You don't yet know exactly where the picture will be darker and where it will be lighter. Starting with light colors and gradually moving to darker, we create a gradient and the correct play of light and shadow. Follow my tips and then you yourself will be able to draw more realistically. It's okay if your volcano isn't perfectly outlined. We'll add more texture later with pencils and markers. Apply a darker color near the black stripes we made earlier. One of the sides of the volcano needs to be darker, because the light falls from one of the sides. Our light falls from here on the right, down here to the left corner. So the left side of the mountain is going to be a little bit darker. It's in the shadow. We put a dark color here with more confident strokes. You can do quite a lot of unevenness. The mountains are not very smooth. Now it would be good to find some intermediate color. Between this sandy and the dark one, you can use pencils, but I'm using a marker like this. The white areas left from the base color create highlights that add volume to the picture. On the left side, we need a darker contrasting marker. Since our right side is illuminated, there should be a minimum of this dark color on it, only in places of obviously greater height difference. You can add a little more on the left side. Look, I think the mountain has already turned out quite three-dimensional, although we made it very simple. Now let's make a base color for our forest. Let's start, as always, with a light, delicate green color. Apply the base color without pressing. The light color will be on tops of the trees. Since the sun is on our right, the left side will be darker. The shadow from the mountain will block this part of the forest. Move on to a more vibrant green for the trees. I have several shades of green, so I'm experimenting with them. See, this one is just a little bit darker. Next, I take a very dark green. I think it's too dark. But that's okay. We have the opportunity to add more colors. And finally, a bright green that we can use to create volume. On the left side, I want a little more dark. Add more if you need to. Use a dark green marker for some extra details. By mixing different colors, we've created a rich and textured forest scene. Let's move on to our cloud of dust and smoke. The distant lower parts are darker, the upper parts are lighter, as they are illuminated by the sun. Make the lower parts even darker. Add more contrast. Now draw the eruption. Apply a light yellow as the base color. It's barely noticeable. Next, we'll put a brighter yellow. Oops! We forgot to paint the rock in the middle. We'll fix that. Next, add red around the edges. I think the volcano's left side needs to be darker, so let's darken it a little bit there. I want to make it more vibrant, so I'm using some bright markers for that. Let's make the volcano as a whole more saturated. I apply a slightly darker color on the right light part. I also decided to add some richness with a red pencil. In the center, you can add glitter with a gel pen. Especially effective glitter looks on the border with dark contrasting red. And there you have it, our volcano. What do you think? Like this video and don't forget to subscribe to the Art Lab channel. Your support means so much to me and motivates me to keep making more videos. I will make new tutorials very soon, so see you in the next video.